Okay, so the book I chose for my book talk is Paper Towns by John Green. You've probably heard of him. He's a really popular teen author. So the quote that I chose from this book was, "If you don't imagine, nothing ever happens at all." And I chose it because it applies to multiple different sections in the book. And I think the overall theme of the book has to do with crazy things happening and crazy imaginations, and I don't know, it's a fun, adventurous book. Like, it's not boring, but it's not realistic. I like it. But so, the setting of the book, it starts out in Orlando, Florida, in high school area. Starts out in high school. So, yeah, the setting is Orlando, Florida, and then it's in a subdivision called Jefferson Park, and then as the book continues, they travel near SeaWorld, and in search for one of the main characters, it just goes up and down the East Coast. They end up in New York, North Carolina. So the main characters in this book is the narrator, Quentin. He's the main character. I say there's two main characters, but I think he's the main character. He's nerdy. He's not that popular. He's not that well known. But yeah, he's the narrator of the book, and the second main character and the focal point of the book is Margot, because she's the one that everyone's searching for. She's the one that leaves all the clues. And so Margot and Quentin were childhood friends, and they're neighbors, so they got along when they were younger, but then as they started to grow older, their different classes set them apart. But she's interesting, she's popular, everyone likes her. Another one of the characters in the book was Ben. Well, Ben and Radar, and they're Quentin's friends. They're also nerdy and geeky, and Ben ends up in a relationship with Lacey, and Lacey's Margot's best friend. And then Quentin thinks that Lacey and him are the only ones that really care about Margot's well-being, and that Ben and Radar just came along for it. So the plot of the book, after Quentin goes with Margot on an adventure to sabotage her ex-boyfriend and her old friends, Margot decides to run away and leave clues for Q and friends to hopefully find her. The most exciting or interesting moments of the book, I feel, is the beginning when Margot convinces Quentin to go on an 11-step plan that they executed together. I think finding out that she disappeared, I mean, it wasn't really that surprising, but I still thought it was exciting and interesting because that's kind of what the book was focused on. And I liked when, not necessarily finding out all the clues, but I like when they went to the mini mall and they find out the correlation between the map and the mini mall. So yeah, there are a lot of exciting parts in the book. I like in the beginning, it starts out with them having a death of, well, they're kids and they find this man, Robert Joyner, dead near a tree. So it's just, the whole book just really captures your attention. Yeah, she leaves clues in Walt Whitman's Leaves of Grass, which is a poem, and I just think it's interesting the way they find her, the way they look for her. So yeah, 3 reasons why I think others will enjoy this book is because parts of it are easily applicable to life, and I say that because aside from the fact that they're on a huge adventure to find a missing person, it also includes the stress of high school. Not necessarily relatable in the fact that we're graduating, obviously, but still stress of exams and schoolwork and grades and all that stuff. Also, I think people will like it because it's modern day, and that makes it more relatable. And it's semi-realistic, but it's still interesting. It's believable, but it's not boring, and there's not like anything, there's not like nothing going on. So I just find it really interesting, and made me keep on reading it. So yeah, that's my book talk on Paper Towns by John Green. I like his style of writing. I like his characters. I like what he does with his work. So yeah, hope you enjoy it too.